Perfect Dark's future was on the brink, and it might have been saved by Take-Two, until the negotiations suddenly collapsed. But here's where it gets controversial. Though many assumed the game was completely dead after the initiative was shut down this year, new details reveal a more complicated story about this highly anticipated project. Earlier this year, Microsoft conducted major layoffs that led to the closure of the initiative. The studio chiefly responsible for developing Perfect Dark. At the time, the game was thought to be canceled outright. However, an intriguing twist uncovered by Bloomberg and confirmed by IGN sources shows that Perfect Dark wasn't entirely abandoned. In fact, development quietly continued at Crystal Dynamics until as recently as last week. During this period, leadership teams from both the initiative and Crystal Dynamics were actively seeking new investment, specifically courting a surprising potential partner, Take-Two Interactive. The fallout here is especially interesting. According to the report, after the initiative's closure, leaders from both studios spent about 2 months trying to secure a new publisher and funding to breathe life back into Perfect Dark. While several companies showed interest, Take-Two emerged as the frontrunner. Yet, despite the apparent enthusiasm, the parties failed to finalize a deal. One key sticking point was disagreement over who would control the intellectual property rights long-term. A critical issue given the franchise's value and legacy. Because negotiations ultimately broke down, the project's future became bleak once more, culminating in layoffs at Crystal Dynamics just last week. This was a devastating blow to employees and fans alike, extinguishing any immediate hopes that Perfect Dark would be revived. It's worth recalling that Crystal Dynamics originally joined Perfect Dark's development as a co-developer after initial struggles with first co-developer Certain Affinity failed to jumpstart the project. Crystal Dynamics, which was acquired by Embracer Group in 2022, had been seen by some as a hopeful sign for the game's survival. However, the title's absence at the Xbox Game Showcase, followed by its official cancellation in July, marked a significant turning point. This saga raises important questions about the challenges of continuing beloved franchises under shifting studio partnerships and corporate ownership. Could more flexible negotiations or alternative funding models have saved Perfect Dark? Would fans have preferred the project to be handed over entirely to another publisher instead of being left in limbo? And perhaps most provocatively, are the industry's current structures adequately supporting the longevity of iconic game series? Or do we risk losing them to corporate struggles and creative disagreements? The tale of Perfect Dark serves as a cautionary example and a prompt for further discussion. Are you surprised that Take-Two was interested yet couldn't come to terms? What do you think this means for similar projects caught in corporate crossfire? Feel free to share your thoughts below.